friends, welcome back to Bucket List Homestead. If you're new here, my name is Lynn and welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Today is going to be a breakfast freezer day. Breakfast freezer meal day. Yeah, should finish my thought. David, thankfully, has signed another contract for full time and he goes back Friday. So I want to make sure I have some things for him for breakfast. Breakfast is one of the things that, unless he's home, it's one of the things that everyone's kind of on their own for breakfast and sometimes lunches. Again, unless he's home. He is home the next couple of days. So I will make him lunch. But for the most part, everyone's kind of on their own for breakfast and lunch in our house. My kids are older. They're fully capable of getting their own breakfast now. And they're not huge like pancakes and French toast kids at all. Occasionally, special occasions I do it, but they're not real big on them. They rather have like their yogurt and some fruit or oatmeal or a bowl of cereal. That's what they prefer. So anyway, I like David to have a better breakfast that will last him until his lunch. So I'm making two things today. One is a tried and true. I shouldn't say it's tried and true. It's a pumpkin muffin recipe that I'm trying to tweak. I've made it a few times the last couple of weeks, and I think today is going to be the perfect amount. We're gonna see. I've been taking notes on what I've been using and what we haven't been liking. So we're gonna make some pumpkin muffins. Some will go in the freezer. Some we'll probably eat today. The other thing is new, and I asked David about it, and he thought they sounded good. And it's tortilla egg muffins, and you just need a muffin pan and everything's done in the oven. And it's a great way to use up eggs and to use up any tortillas you might have lying around, which I have both of. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the first thing I did was actually I cooked up some bacon in the oven, 10 pieces. I don't need 10 pieces for the recipe, but I am not cooking, what is it? I think they use a piece. 4 ounces. I don't know, that's maybe 2 or 3 pieces. I'm not a crazy person. I don't just cook 1 or 2 pieces of bacon. I cook the whole package. Sorry, that's a private joke. David will literally cook 2 or 3 pieces of bacon in the air fryer, and that's it. And I'm like, if I'm going to be cooking bacon, I am going to do the whole package, get it done, and then we have some for sandwiches or garnish for maybe baked potatoes or something later this week, whatever. I'm not just cooking 1 or 2 pieces of bacon. So yes, I did cook some bacon, so that's over there resting on paper towel. I still have my oven on 425 degrees. The key to really good muffins and getting that nice big muffin top, is if you bake them at high heat, 425 for 5 minutes, and then lower the temperature to 350, 375 for the rest of your time. They're awesome. Like, I found that is the trick. So I've left my oven 425. I did grease my muffin pan because I forgot. I did buy more muffin liners. And I forgot, so you can use muffin liners, and honestly, when I freeze muffins, I kind of like them in the liners, but that's okay. I've already got the lard melted in there, so that's what we're going to do, and we're going to get started. So for this recipe, you are going to need 2 cups of flour. This is one of my tweaks. I'm going to do 1/2 cup of organic cane sugar and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. We're going to see how that works. 2 tablespoons of baking powder, a teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves, a teaspoon of nutmeg, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a cup of pumpkin, a 1/2 cup of melted butter, and 2 eggs. And we are going to see how these turn out. And just like with any recipe, we are going to start with our dry ingredients. Everything gets to be done in one bowl. I am going to pull my hair back though, because nobody wants hair in their food. Okay. So yes, everything is dry ingredients first, but we can do it all in one bowl. So there's 1 cup of flour, 2 cups of flour, this is a 1/4 cup, so I'm going to do 2 to get my 1/2 cup of brown sugar. If you don't use organic cane sugar, this is where you would just use your white sugar. And then just that had a big clump in it, okay? 2 teaspoons. Baking powder. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Teaspoon of nutmeg, quarter teaspoon of ginger. So basically all your spices you would use in a pumpkin pie. And a quarter teaspoon of cloves. Oh, that smells so good. Okay. And we need our salt, which is right here. Just a quarter teaspoon of salt. I'm just going to mix them together. Get any clumps from all the sugar out. Then we're going to add our half a cup of melted butter, 2 eggs. Kind of should have beat those eggs up maybe. Just put them in there, okay? And a cup of pumpkin puree. You know what? I think that's pretty much a cup that's in there. So I didn't even need to dirty that. That's okay. So we'll get all that out. And because there's pumpkin in here, I'm not going to add like milk. I'm going to see. We're going to see how they look. Try not to stir them too much. Nope, we're not going to add any milk. That is perfect consistency. I get my cookie scoop out, and I'm using my largest one. I don't think it's a half a cup, maybe. These are perfect. The batter is exactly how I wanted it, and there's no milk. 425 for 5 minutes, and I'm going to lower it to 375 and bake them. We'll do 10 minutes. I know it's going to take longer than 15, but we'll check them at 10 minutes at 350. Okay, the pumpkin muffins are going to be coming out soon, so I'm going to go take them out, but I just wanted to let you know what you need for this recipe. I don't have everything for this recipe, so I'm going to improvise. Now, one of the things she says is you need 4 or 5 of the large tortillas. I don't have large tortillas. I have the mediums. That's what David and I prefer to use, so that's what we have. You're going to have to cut a circle out of the large. So to me, it seems silly to buy the large because I think you'd be wasting them. So my suggestion is to use the mediums or even the smalls. So she says this makes 12, and she only wants you to use 4 or 5. Maybe you can get 2 out of 1. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to use them. You're going to line your muffin pan. I'm doing my best to fit these in here, kind of like folding them up like a pie crust. So we're going to line them, and then the muffins are going to come out. We'll put all the other, I'll come back and we will do the egg mixture. Forgot that was only 10 minutes after the first 5 for the pumpkins, so I just put them in for another 5, but they look amazing. Okay, so we're going to line these. So I'm just doing my best to kind of like fold them over. I'm almost wearing like, okay, we're not going to be too worried about how fancy they look. These aside for now. And in this bowl, let's raise you up a little. There, that's better. 4 eggs, a quarter cup of cream. I just have half and half right now, so that's what we're going to use. Now she calls for nutmeg. I just don't see David liking nutmeg. I don't in his egg. I just find that weird. So we're just going to do a pinch of salt. It calls for green onion. I don't have any green onion. I'm just going to whisk the salt and the eggs and the cream. put my hair back again. There we go. A 1/4 cup of Parmesan. Sorry, David just came home and the dogs went crazy. So a 1/4 cup of Parmesan went in there. And I'm gonna do a little more than 1/4 cup of cheddar cheese because where I'm not using some of the ingredients she called for. Okay, and then I think this was 5 pieces of bacon. The recipe calls for 4 ounces. Again, I'm not using everything. I have no idea if this is 4 ounces, but I don't think anyone's ever complained about too much bacon. And quite frankly, if someone does complain about too much bacon, we can't be friends. I'm sorry. We just can't. Okay, so I think the easy thing is gonna be to take a 1/4 cup, measure cup, and pour it in. Because I think that's about all they're gonna hold. I'm gonna spray the rest of them and just do plain egg muffins. But then we're just gonna top with a little bit more cheddar cheese on those ones. Okay, so I sprayed one too many, but a little trick I've been doing forever. If I overspray my muffin pans and I don't end up having enough for them, I just put a little bit of water in the ones that have oil in them and then they don't get all smoky in the oven. Okay, and we'll top them too with some more cheddar, because why not? Okay, so these go into a 350 degree oven, and I think we bake them for, oh, what did she say, 15 to 20 minutes, so that sounds about right. And I'll see you back here when they're done. Okay, everything is out. There's the egg tortillas. I have no idea how I'm gonna freeze these. These might end up staying in the refrigerator. They would be okay for a few days, but I'm gonna tweak this and we'll try them again. The ones that weren't in a tortilla stuck terribly, so if you make them without the tortilla shells or whatever, make sure you spray your pan really good. The muffins smell amazing. They smell good. Pumpkin. Okay. I think I still need to tweak it a little. I'm thinking about bumping up the spices to half a teaspoon instead of a 1/4. No?
This is fine.
Okay.
You want to go too far with them?
They're good. They're moist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe I found the pumpkin. Okay, now. Definitely gonna be tweaking this. Oh, hot, hot, hot.
Oh, hot. Oh, hot.
It's good though. I mean, it's eggs, it's cheese, it's bacon. Basically an omelet. Nothing I haven't made before. I make the egg muffin. Oh, those actually, I like them. But I think I'm gonna put these back in. It's hard because the tortillas are starting to get too brown. I'm gonna lower the temperature and we are gonna cook those a little longer. I have it, some breakfast freezer meals, maybe. We'll see how those, Dave and I are eating the rest of the egg muffins. I haven't had breakfast yet. They're good. I like them. The mixes of the cheeses are really good. If I had to do, and I'm gonna do those tortilla muffins again, but what I'm gonna do is I think I would trim the excess so there's not so much tortilla. I think that's what I should have done, and that's probably why she says in the recipe to make them into a circle, so then they just come up a bit. So I will definitely, I'm gonna tweak that, but I'm gonna share it with you because it's the first time trying it. I think they're delicious, and I definitely would make them, but I would definitely trim their tortillas, so I'm gonna make them again later this week. I have to get more tortillas. And I don't think I'll do the corn. Those were half corn, half wheat. I'll just get some flour tortillas and we'll try them. And yeah, I'll try them and let you know if they worked better cutting them. So thanks for following along with me while I do some breakfast freezer meals. I am gonna do some more, so make sure you come back for them. And I'm gonna do some freezer dinner meals, I think. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do them or some meals in a jar. We're gonna find out. So thanks again. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And if the spirit moves you to want to help my channel grow, the easiest way you can do that is to share my videos and my channel on your social media with your friends and family. I appreciate it more than I can ever tell you. Until then, take care, God bless, and we'll see you all soon.